Packing up your things and going on an adventure is something beautiful. Most of the time it's going to bring you to unexpected and new situations, which can be challenging, but it also brings you to unreal and beautiful destinations and leaves you with experiences that last forever. Everybody got their own style of traveling and everybody makes different experiences. But most of the time it evokes the same feeling in us when we watch a travel video. Being on the road again and feeling the freedom to do something different every day. And to capture and transport these feelings is not always easy. But in today's video I'm going to share my tips on how I created my travel videos so far and what I wish to know sooner. When it comes to the storytelling of my videos, it's actually only that I want to share the experiences from our travels in a cinematic way, because these are the videos that I enjoy the most to create and also that I enjoy the most to watch. And basically it's as simple as this, but when it comes to the storytelling, there are actually some things that make a difference. Filmmaking depends a lot on the storytelling, which is why the pre-production is a super important tool and should be focused to create a video that evokes the emotions of the viewer. In big productions, every single shot is planned in advance so that everybody on the set knows what he has to do in order to deliver the right emotions to the viewer. Every little detail makes a difference and helps to put together a story that makes sense. The light situation, the focal length, the frame rates, everything can be planned, and independent filmmakers can use this powerful tool as well to level up their one-man production. But to be honest, I haven't planned a single shot before starting the production of my latest travel videos, and that is in fact with intention. I still have kind of a shot list, but it's more or less a general one and can be used for any travel videos. But before I get into this, there are some other points that you need to take care of. In my opinion, the most important thing is to set the mood for the video in advance, because this is going to change the way of the camera movements and obviously the expression of the model. And with this, the music also has a really big impact, which is why I like to choose the music before I start to film the project, since the music really sets the pace of the video. And although the song can change afterwards, I already know the genre and mood of the song. And with this in mind, I can focus on capturing the shots in the right way. And with just these two things in mind, I captured all the travel videos from my channel so far. And my shot list, if you will so, is basically only that I want to get wide, medium and close shots from every shooting location. In this way I have a lot of freedom in the post-production and also a different way of viewing things, and it also helps a lot when it comes to introducing a new scene. You can, for example, start with really close shots from textures or emotions to transport the feeling how it was to be there in this moment, and then start to reveal more of the surrounding with different shots. This just adds an interesting point of view, and with exactly this shot list and an open mind for improvisation, it is absolutely possible to capture some really cool travel videos. Because in this way you start to put together a story in your mind while shooting. And this is actually also how I came up with an idea for the edit for my latest video, which I really like. When I shot a close-up from Claire, how she opened her eyes, I exactly knew how I wanted to build up the different shooting locations. In every new scenery, you first see Claire with close-ups, medium and wide shots. This introduces the scenery and builds up the interest of the viewer to find out more about the place. Then after a close-up from Claire, how she opens her eyes, the drone shots begin and you can see a lot more of the surrounding. And although that sound effects supports the visuals, I decided to show the drone shots with just the music in the background, because I think that this sets you in a really nice mood and pushes you in kind of a meditative feeling, as if you were there. And then the sound effect starts again with the camera shots and bring you back to the ground and introduce the next scene. I probably wouldn't have thought about this when I would have decided to plan everything in advance. So maybe this helps you to gain some confidence for your next shooting. I also got some questions of you guys regarding the gear that I used, so I decided to make a short breakdown of this as well as the settings that I used. And to keep it short, I used my DJI Mavic Air 2 for all the drone shots, and my Sony A7 III handheld rig, which I have showed you in detail in another video. But also, as I mentioned in the other video, this setup is kind of heavy and can be not really cool to carry with you all the time when you're out exploring new things. So I decided to leave the monitor at home for the Vulkan shots in the Fuerteventura video. And although the handheld rig with the monitor is just a different way of experience to shoot with and way cooler and way easier, it is absolutely possible to capture some good handheld stuff with only your camera. And actually for all of my latest videos and right now I'm using my Tamron 28-75mm f2.8 lens because it is super versatile and covers pretty much everything I need on a travel. Travel videos are supposed to show a lot of landscapes and beautiful sceneries in order to give the viewer an idea of how the destination looks like. For these purposes, wide-angle shots are normally used as it gives you the freedom to do exactly this. But on the other hand, close shots are giving you the opportunity to catch the feelings of people or the details of textures. Also, a full-body shot filmed with 75mm creates a compressed look, which gives the viewer a feeling of being with the person in the situation. While the same shot filmed with 28mm gives you more space and shows more of the surrounding. And here again, you can carry different prime lenses and also plan every shot in advance. But probably when you switch the lens, the situation changed as well and you missed the shot. So for me, the perfect solution is the zoom lens, and it is not only quicker and better for capturing unexpected situations, but it's also cheaper and not that heavy to carry around. Although that multiple prime lenses would be really cool. Regarding the handheld rig setup, I worried about whether I like this look or not, because it is not as smooth as a gimbal, definitely not, but that's also not the point, because this just gives you a more realistic feel and a realistic touch in the video. My advice for you is to just try it for yourself. Capture a complete video just with a handheld look and see how you like it. I captured a complete travel video without a gimbal on Ibiza and I love how it turned out. So I used the same setup for my Fuerte video. So I think this means that I really like this look and I also prefer it. The handheld look is not as smooth as a gimbal look, but in some situations this is exactly what you want. Handheld videos will give you a more realistic touch and also the opportunity to react faster to a situation than with a gimbal. The handheld rig is like an extension of your own arm and therefore reacts direct and fast. A gimbal, in comparison, helps you to capture clean and smooth visuals, which got a different effect on the viewer. But also with the handheld look and today's software, you can stabilize your footage in the post-production and get really smooth visuals. And actually, I was super surprised by the results that we got from the follow shots that I captured from Claire, because when you move with the handheld rig setup, you definitely see your own movements in the video. But today's softwares are so amazing and it is super easy to just stabilize it in the post-production. And I use DaVinci Resolve and it is just like one click and you're good. And these follow shots definitely give you a bigger variety in your video, which is pretty cool. And if you watch the video from me from Ibiza, you will see that I almost got only static shots because I worried about the follow shots. So that's definitely something that you should consider, that you can stabilize it in the post-production. When it comes to creating travel videos or actually any video in general, you want to make sure that you don't have to worry about your camera settings. You want to focus on capturing the moment when it's perfect. So if you don't know how to deal with your camera, it can literally ruin your footage. To get the most out of my Sony A7 III, I shoot an S-Log2, which gives me enough freedom to color grade in the post-production. I also decided to shoot everything in 100 FPS, as this allows me to slow down if I want to. With the Ibiza video, I decided to shoot everything in 24 FPS to get more of a realistic and cinematic style. And I really liked it, but it kind of sucks if you capture a situation which you would like to slow down in the post-production, but you can't. And because I capture a lot of unexpected situations, I can't know which scene I want to slow down or not. So I decided to test using 100 FPS for every shot in the Fuerteventura video, and using a 100 FPS video in a 24 FPS timeline is not too big of a deal for me, as I don't see too much of a difference to a 24 FPS video. If you want to know more about how I set up my camera, just leave a comment down below and I will create another video about that. But for now that's it, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video or it was helpful for you, and if it was, please make sure to give me a thumbs up because it would support me a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more videos, and if you did it, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.